Yesterday in social studies, we talked about how people solved problems in a community. And we talked about people solving problems from a community in an urban community. Today we're going to talk about two of the problems in rural communities. And we know that rural communities are the opposite of an urban community. They are not a big city, right? They are far from buildings, there aren't many people, there's lots of land. And here's the introduction again. So all communities have problems. They solve their problems in different ways. Sometimes one person thinks of a way to solve the problem. This makes the community a better place to live. Let's take a look at this picture. Is this community in the city or in the country? Who do you think lived in this community? What were the homes like? This is a picture of the Omaha Indian Reservation around 1890. The people in this community often had no doctor. When they got sick, there was no doctor to help them get better. Susan LaFlèche Picat helped sick people. Susan LaFlèche Picat lived from 1865 to 1915. She was an American Indian. She lived in the state of Nebraska. People in her community got sick from time to time, but often there was no doctor to help them. This made young Susan sad. Susan Picat grew up and went away to school. She studied hard and became a doctor. She wanted to care for American Indians in her community. Dr. Picat rode a horse to visit her patients. Later, she started a hospital. Dr. Picat helped her community by caring for sick people. So, what did she do to help the people in her community? Was a community doctor one of the solutions you would come up with to help? Look at this picture. Is this seen in the city or in the country? What are the people doing? Why might this kind of work be hard? Look at the house in the background. Does it look like a nice place to live? Why or why not? The people in the picture are farm workers. They worked very hard in the fields, but did not make enough money to have nice homes. Luis Valdez helped farm workers. Luis Valdez was born in 1940. He lived in a community of farm workers. He knew they worked hard. He knew they didn't have nice homes. Valdez wrote plays about how hard their lives were. He took actors from farm to farm on trucks. They performed his plays in the fields. Many farm workers saw his plays. So did other people. People learned about the farm workers' struggles. Luis Valdez helped people by teaching them. He taught farm workers that they could have better lives. He taught other people that they could help the farm workers. So what did Luis Valdez do to help the farm workers? Was writing plays about the struggles of farm workers one of the solutions you would come up with? All communities have problems to solve. Sometimes one person thinks of an idea to help make a community better.